Compared to all the other countries, even including Canada, how do you like Malaysia? Are you alone or are you traveling with someone?
I travel alone.
Yeah. How is that traveling in Malaysia alone as a guy? Did you have any bad experience here in Malaysia?
Yes, actually.
What do you think of Malaysia?
Hey champs, what's happening? Welcome to another episode of Tag Along with Chai. We are in Georgetown Penang, Malaysia as a tourist, and we are searching for more tourists. And in this episode we're gonna find out what do foreign tourists really think of Malaysia.
Are you on holiday in Malaysia?
I'm on holiday. I'm living in Vietnam.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So how long have you been on holiday for?
About a week and a half. So I was in Thailand visiting some family first, and then I went to Malaysia about 4 days ago, just to Penang.
How did you travel? Did you come in by flight or?
By flight, yeah. So I flew in from Vietnam, and after that I flew in from Phuket Airport to Penang. After that,
nice. So you spent only your 4 days in Penang, let's say?
Yeah. So I had some friends here, and they have left today, but I'm going to stay on a few more days just to see the sights.
Is this your first time?
First time in Penang, not my first time in Malaysia.
Oh, okay, so we're after the opinions about how Malaysia is. How do you think Malaysia is compared to other, let's say, Southeast Asian countries?
It's what strikes me first. It's very multicultural.
Yeah.
Definitely food-wise. So I love Indian food. I travelled around India when I was younger.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Okay.
So definitely that's number one. Number two is comparing maybe. Definitely Kuala Lumpur is a lot more modern a city than Ho Chi Minh City.
Right.
You can see that there's probably a higher amount of maybe development there so far.
In KL, you mean?
In KL, yeah. Here definitely holds on to a lot of the older charm.
Yeah.
Even in certain respects of like they keep things vintage. They don't try to restore old buildings.
Here in Malaysia, you say?
Here in Penang specifically, because
this is a UNESCO World
Heritage Site. And often you go to places, even in Ireland, maybe the Netherlands, the same, where they try to clean up old buildings, and after that can also, in a way, destroy them. Where here they just keep them the way they are and try their best to preserve the oldness in them.
Gotcha.
And also the street art is excellent.
How about the Malaysian people? How do you find them?
So actually, just different, just comparing it to different, even Irish people. Irish people are quite open and chatty for sure. So we've more of a pub culture. Yeah. And we go to a bar, we sit down, and often you just meet strangers and you just talk to each other. The Vietnamese are quite like that as well, and not just for drinking beer. You're sitting down having food, coffee. They can be quite chatty, especially in cafes. More of a coffee shop culture. Yeah. Malaysia, not so much. I've noticed that. However, I was here at this bar actually a few nights ago.
Oh yeah. The Irish bar there.
It's not the Irish one, no, Black Sheep, but it's got the Heineken or Carlsberg symbol, should I say, on it. And actually, had a great conversation with four Malaysian lads who were out for the night talking away about everything actually. But again, it was probably because I was with two other Irish friends and a Welsh friend of mine, but we kind of more approached them than maybe them approaching us.
Maybe a bit more shy, maybe.
Maybe a bit more shy, maybe.
Okay.
That's one thing I noticed maybe.
Okay, man. Did you have any bad experience here in Malaysia?
Yes, actually.
Oh.
I left my phone on a grab car, and so it's a bit awkward.
Ooh, okay.
But
when this trip? Or?
I was just coming out of the airport, and I was kind of paying for the car, and I just probably when I was checking the price and the route, I was getting out. Just often you go from A to B when you're traveling, it's a big time when you're going to.
So you didn't find it back again?
Well, it's just a bit unlucky because the problem is it's Chinese New Year and all the Grab offices have closed until tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
So I'm thinking what I'm hoping happened is that the driver found it or the next passenger came in and found it. And
I think there's still hope, mate.
Yeah, I think so. And I'll just have to. He probably handed it into the Grab office, and I just have to go in when it's open. Yeah.
But my experience here, the Malaysian people are one of the most honest people in the world.
I think so. Yeah, because I was actually talking to the driver. So I got good vibes. And he's a nice guy.
Okay. Okay, man. Hey, best of luck. Do you have a message to the world?
Enjoy life. Don't worry about how much money you have in your bank account. Often experience meeting people and stuff can have a lot more value in life. Personal opinion, but I don't know. Everyone's different.
We're looking for what people really think of Malaysia and looking for tourists. Are you a tourist?
Yes, I am. I'm not living here.
Okay.
It's my second visit here.
Yeah.
So
Well, how long have you been here, and last time as well?
Last time I've stayed for a little over a month, and now I arrived a week ago.
Ah, okay. So you came back after a while.
Yes, because last time was surprisingly good.
Yeah.
I thought it wouldn't be much and stay for 2 weeks or so, but I stayed over 1 month.
Were you traveling? You had like an open schedule, or?
Yes, at the time I was. Now the schedule is more tight, let's say.
Are you alone, or are you traveling with someone?
I travel alone.
Yeah. How is that traveling in Malaysia alone as a guy?
Oh, it's easygoing. Like Malaysia or Southeast Asia in general is not the hardest place to travel.
Yeah.
Everything is arranged pretty well.
Yeah.
So it's.
So we were based in Thailand. You've been, by the sounds of it, you've been around Southeast Asia. What is so special? What makes Malaysia different?
You have the mix of different people. You have the Malay, then 30% of Chinese. You have the Indians. They all have great food. So, according to me, it's one of the best countries in the world if you love good food. So that makes it special. And of course, you have Borneo.
Yeah. Okay.
So I've been there last time. And,
so is this your first time on this side?
No.
Okay.
Last time I took a flight from KL to Miri in Borneo.
Okay. Wow. Yeah, you got the jungle there and different vibes there. I never been, but you say like definitely highly recommended.
And of course.
Borneo side.
Borneo is a special island, and it's divided in 3 countries actually.
Yeah.
So,
the Malaysia part as well, right? The Sabah, I believe. It's,
you have Sabah and Sarawak.
First thing was food. What came into your mind? The multicultural thing, and then the food. What else you think?
Yeah, of course the climate is outstanding. It's very sunny, raining sometimes, but that's very welcome. We're always complaining about the rain, but here you are happy to get some. And you get that in Malaysia.
Any negative things happened in Malaysia? Something bad happened?
Yeah, sometime with the Chinese New Year it was quite hard to get a room, for instance.
Oh yeah, it was but that was in Georgetown.
All travels are full of pluses, and you always have a few minuses.
Yeah.
But the fact that I came back means that I didn't have enough of it yet.
Yeah.
So in general, I'm positive about it. Yeah.
So what's your best place, especially coming from the other side as well, or going to the Borneo side? Let's say you've been. What's the best part of Malaysia so far you've seen?
Well, I haven't seen that much as I stay longer at different places. I used to love KL very much, but I stayed there two weeks last time. But now I was a bit disappointed because it was not new anymore. But it's definitely worth a visit and worth to stay around.
Yeah.
But I haven't seen enough of Malaysia to be able to answer that question correctly. Then I should visit many more places. I can only speak for myself. And
are you a politician in Belgium?
I studied political science.
Actually,
I
I felt
how to turn around the questions.
And that's funny. Thank you so much for your time. Anyway, I really appreciate that. Do you have a message to the world or some wisdom that we can learn from?
Yes, and I can put that in one sentence. Okay. Stop working, start traveling.
How long have you been in Malaysia for?
Just 3 days.
Yeah.
A longer trip. We were in Thailand and 3 days here. We want to come back. We like it so much, and then 3 days in Singapore. We've never been to Malaysia or Singapore.
Oh, right. So you've been here already 3 days. How was it?
It's lovely.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You came from Thailand?
Yeah.
What's the difference from compared to
it's
Thailand?
Such a multicultural stew. It's awesome. Yeah. Love it.
What's the best thing so far that happened in Malaysia to you?
Probably just the people we run into in the street saying, "Oh, try this, do this."
Yeah.
That is what I love.
Yeah. Anything bad happened?
No.
Yeah.
Well, I have kids. They got tired on a hike.
Okay.
Little things, nothing.
Yeah. Oh, so you were with the family here?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. How old are your kids, if I may ask?
12 and 15. It's good.
Yeah. Is it easy is it safe enough to travel with kids?
We feel like it is.
Yeah.
But one person versus another in terms of risk is different. But
I think Malaysia is a really safe country.
We feel safe.
Yeah. Oh, it's good to know for people that have families as well and want to come to Malaysia.
Yeah. We're vegetarians, so sometimes the food is good and you can get some. Like Indian, it's easy to get some good vegetarian.
Yeah.
So
I can imagine that some countries in Asia or some countries in the world it's difficult to be a vegetarian, but it's easy in Malaysia, you think?
We find it easy. Yeah, because there's enough options. Yeah.
Perfect. Hey, thank you so much for your time. I always finish the interviews with the final question.
Yeah.
Do you have a message to the world or some wisdom to pass on?
Oh, so my daughter bought a little postcard from an artist, and I think it said something like, "Thoughts lead to the behaviors which lead to your fate." So.
Wow. How long have you been in Malaysia for?
I've been here for a couple of days.
Yeah.
Like just 3 days.
Is this your first time in Malaysia or?
It's my second time.
Ah.
Yeah. First, I was in Kuala Lumpur.
Yeah.
Back in 2016, and then I'm here again after the pandemic, just doing some traveling.
Yeah. Have you been to other countries in Southeast Asia? Or?
I have. Yeah. Thailand, the Philippines, Singapore.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay. A lot of places.
Yeah, a lot of places.
Compared to all the other countries, even including Canada, how do you like Malaysia?
Everything's really cheap and everyone's really nice. Yeah, and it's like a nice blend of cultures.
Yeah, right. Have you had any bad experiences in Malaysia?
So far, no. Everything's been really nice so far. Yeah, it's been good.
Nice. And are you only visiting Penang this time, or?
Only visiting Penang this time. Yeah.
There are people that have never been to Penang. What would you say is the best thing about Penang?
The food, I think the cafe culture is really cool, and just how walkable it is here.
Yeah.
It's very walkable.
It's beautiful everywhere, isn't it? Street art.
Yeah.
Right. Hey, safe journey back. Before I let you go, can I ask you if you have a message to the world or some wisdom to pass on?
Ooh, let me think. Just whatever you feel like doing, whether that's like, I don't know, like something to treat yourself with or like a trip that you've been wanting to go on, just do it. You should do it. Yeah.
Awesome. I
Yeah.
appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
I forgot to ask one more question. As a lady, are you traveling alone?
I am traveling alone, yes.
How is it traveling in Malaysia alone? Is it safe and all?
It's been pretty safe, but I make sure to keep like track of my belongings at all times
yeah.
and just like hold on to everything very tightly. Yeah, just in case.
I'm Dimitro from Ukraine, but I live in Singapore for 5 or 6 years.
For 5 or 6 years already. Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
So, is this your first time in Malaysia?
No, it's I don't know. I was in Georgetown like 3 or 4 times already,
Okay.
and this time I just was riding with my motorcycle
Yeah.
to Thailand, from
Yeah.
Singapore to Thailand, and now I'm going back.
Oh wow. How long did that take you, the trip?
So already I did like more than 2,000 kilometers.
Okay.
So
Nice.
it will be like 700 or 800 more to Singapore.
Yeah, wow.
So I will try to do it tomorrow.
In one day?
Yeah, it's not easy, but it's possible. So
Yeah.
when 1 week ago, when I started like at 4 a.m. from Singapore, and at 2 p.m. I was already in Thailand.
Yeah, right. So are you doing this alone, or are you doing
Yeah,
this
just alone.
What do you think of Malaysia?
Oh, I don't know. It's hard to say. I like Malaysia, and so each time when I visited it,
Yeah.
so I open it more and more, because at first time when you just visit it, so everything looks like weird or strange.
Yeah.
So not usual for me, especially for example from clean Singapore. So with laws, with all like polite people, with like all fancy cafes.
Yeah.
So Malaysia, of course, it's not. It looks different, but more and more you visit it, so you see that people really are like more nice and more open than, for
Yeah.
example, in Singapore. And
Do you think they're more open than in Singapore, the people from Malaysia?
yeah. So when like borders opened, so I traveled a lot from Singapore with my motorbike just for 1 day trips.
Oh yeah.
And so a lot of people just waved me, smiled. So
Yeah.
usually in Singapore, I've never seen it. Yes. So in these situations, you see that. So
Only good things I hear about Malaysia. Did anything bad happen here while you were visiting?
no. So it was. So usually, so Malaysia, especially comparing with Singapore, is like more not safe
Okay.
country. So but I've never been in such situations.
I normally don't do this, but consider the circumstances. Can I ask about your family in Ukraine? How are they doing?
So my family already left Ukraine. So because I'm from Crimea, so this part of it was occupied by Russia like
Yeah.
8 or 9 years ago already. and that's why I moved from there and started my my journey.
Wow.
So first Vietnam, then Singapore.
Yeah.
So it was like
Okay.
the beginning. And my parents then they later moved to Germany because my elder brother lived in Germany for a long time.
Yeah.
So now my parents there.
Okay.
Yeah, but still I have a lot of like friends. My ex co-workers, my current co-workers are there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Yeah. In Ukraine, you mean?
yeah, in Ukraine, in Kiev.
Yeah. Wow.
Okay, man. Hey, respect and all the best to your family and friends also in Ukraine. Do you have a message to the world? Or anything, maybe some wisdom to share?
No wisdom. Just I don't know. Don't make war, make love.
When you visit Malaysia for the very first time, you might need to get used to it a little bit, but overall everyone is very positive about Malaysia. To me, only good things have happened in Malaysia. Maybe the worst thing that happened, but it's still not solved yet, is that my card wasn't working at the ATM machine, and the ATM machine did charge me, but I'm sure the bank is gonna solve this problem. The best thing that happened to me here, I think, is meeting a lot of lovely locals and eating the amazing food, the diversity here, especially the three cultures living among each other. I think this is something that the whole world can learn from. I would like to call out the champ of the day. This is Michele. She is watching from South Africa. How to become a champ of the day and how to become a super champ, this is all described in the description. What do foreign tourists really think of Malaysia? I hope you enjoyed this episode. I would like to say from Georgetown, Penang, Malaysia, bye for now and stay champ.